Hi guys, DJ here with Next Level Coaching, and we're about to watch a replay of a match I played earlier today versus Sleight of Mind. I believe he was playing a Naya based deck. And we're playing Solar Flare, so let's get the replay going. So here we have all of our mana, all colors of our mana. We have a removal spell and a Think Twice. And we're on the play, so this hand is a lot better than a random 6, and it has a reasonable game versus no matter what our opponent's strategy is, whether it's an aggressive strategy or a controlling strategy. So we keep. So here we don't learn a whole lot from the forest, except that he's some sort of green aggro deck, or the Wolf Run red deck, or some sort of birthing pod deck. So here we draw the mana leak. I want to play the black mana in case he plays something we have to go for the throat. And the plan is, for the most part, we won't be leaking anything he plays. We'll be saving leaked at something better. And we'll just be casting Think Twice at the end of our opponent's turn. So now he's some sort of green-white deck. It's Pod's still a possibility. The Wolf Run red deck isn't anymore, though. And he has a Skin Shifter. It looks like some sort of aggressive strategy. And we have a choice to mana leak it here. But having the go for the throat, we don't need to mana leak it. Because, well, A, we want to cycle through our deck more in the early game with the Think Twice. B, Mana Leak can hit better spells if he is playing Skin Shifter and aggressive cards. Like, Mana Leak is very good against Garruk, both Garruks, which we have a hard time beating. And the third reasoning is, next turn he's going to be swinging with Skin Shifter. He can pump, and then we can get him when he pumps, and he wastes extra mana on his turn. That way. So, we Think Twice instead. Skin Shifter resolves. And then here we play the Dark Slick Shores over the island or the plains because this is the last turn Dark Slick Shores can come into play untapped. And we have every intention of go for the throating our opponent's Skin Shifter when he swings and pumps with it. Our opponent reveals himself to be a Naya deck. So he pumps main phase. It doesn't really matter when he pumps, whether he pumps in his main phase or in his combat. And now we are going to take the opportunity to go for the throat it. And our opponent has nothing. We draw Jace. Jace is very good when our opponent has nothing. So we're in very good shape here. The plan is we're going to play a land and pass the turn, and we're going to mana leak whatever our opponent plays. And then we are going to untap and have a Planeswalker and play on our opponent's, without our opponent having any threats on the table. So it turns out our opponent just doesn't have a threat to play, so we get to sit on this mana leak. Always just playing around mana leak. So either way, we're Think Twicing on a turn. Drawing a removal spell, that was really good. Really good draw. And here we're just slamming the Jace and plus one-ing it. And we play Jace over Gideon because even if our opponent has like an Urabrask here, he needs an Urabrask plus a burn spell to kill our Jace. And other than that, he could play like Mountain Chandra's Phoenix and attack it for 2, which I'm completely fine with. And then because we play the Gideon next turn and completely lock him out of the game then. And so the game plan here is just we stuck the Jace, we want to stick the Gideon, and we just want to keep drawing 2 cards a turn off of our Jace and bury our opponent in card advantage. So here's the turn where he can actually resolve whatever he wants when we're tapped out. And the best he can muster is a Birds of Paradise. So this game is quickly slipping away from our opponent. And he mills an Angelic Overseer, which is interesting. I haven't seen that in the Nihilists anywhere, but... So here we're just going to run out the Gideon, and we are going to +2 to make sure there's no Kessig Wolf run shenanigans with birds or anything like that, because we really don't want to have to waste a Doomblade on a Birds of Paradise. Their opponent's actually looks like he's trying to tap for a spell, and he sticks a Thron. So Thron's very annoying, but it's not the end of the world since we do have Gideon Jura. It can eat up 3 hits from Thron, and then it keeps our Jace alive to dig for answers here. So we want to +2 the Gideon and just play a land and pass here. And if we get lucky, our opponent will tap low enough to where we can get his Thron. It's also interesting to note that if our opponent has a burn spell, he should be using it on the Jace, not the Gideon, because our Jace is ultimate right now. We can go ultimate with it if we need to. And drawing 20 cards is not a situation I ever want to have to come back from, and I don't think our opponent does either. So we get lucky, and he just actually taps out here for a creature. Now, I think I make a mistake here when I Mana Leak this Balefire Dragon. What I should be doing is I should be just letting it resolve and going ultimate with Jace on my turn and looking for a Wrath. Mana Leaking it is only better if I don't find a Wrath in the top half of my deck. But between Forbidden Alchemy and the Jace's ultimate, I should definitely be able to find one of my 3 Wraths. So I think that this is just clearly a mistake on my part. So here's a Forbidden Alchemy. We see a Jace, Mana Leak, and some lands. He's got enough lands to the point where Mana Leak isn't really going to matter too much anymore unless he has like another Balefire Dragon. And I'm definitely going ultimate with Jace this turn, so I want to back up Jace just in case we need it. So we draw the back of Gideon, we draw 20 cards, and we hit the day. So we Wrath, and we play a land, we animate Gideon, we swing, discard a bunch of cards, and the rest of this game is pretty elementary from here. So we're just going to go ahead and speed through this replay because that's pretty much the extent of the playing that goes on at this point. We Snapcaster a Mana Leak. We just want to be able to deal with his next 2 or 3 threats so our Gideon plus Snapcaster could kill him. And we get him here, and then we get to Sun Titan something back. And there's the scoop. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the replay here. This was something different I felt like trying, and let me know in the comments section or by a personal message on YouTube or on my blog if you like this better than the live commentary. As always, thanks for watching.